NightmareCap just came out in the card pack store today and I bought him. I thought this was my lucky day. He was a cool plant hero, not gonna lie, with that blank and shady expression. I already had many good Smarty and Kabloom cards to make enough good decks for NightmareCap that I found on the internet, so I spent the next few minutes creating card decks, and once I was done, it was time to hit some online matches. I destroyed the field that night, winning 6 matches in a row, and those players were all higher rankers than me. I have never been that good in Plants vs Zombies heroes to be honest, and this was a great streak. But after those 6 matches, I realized NightmareCap's eyes were slightly glowing red. Maybe it's just my tired eyes playing tricks on me, so I got up for the night and went to bed. That night though, I had a vivid and terrifying dream. It was me in my dark bedroom in my apartment during a stormy night. I was playing some Plants vs Zombies heroes online matches using NightmareCap, but every match I played changed him. His eyes slowly turning red and black liquid streaming down his face. During one of the matches where I used NightmareCap's signature move, Mush Boom, the description read, "Set me free," instead of the cartoony comedic description. Foolishly, I used that ability and it caused my iPad to fuzz with the purple color as I look up to see NightmareCap physically standing in front of me, grinning. He pulled out a katana and sliced my stomach, ripping my intestines out in the process. I woke up sweating heavily, thinking it was just a normal nightmare any 16-year-old would randomly get, so I just went to bed, brushing it off. Well, I was all wrong. For many nights, basically the following nights after that, I had the same terrifying nightmare of NightmareCap. It happened almost every day for almost a week. I've told my parents, doctor, and therapist about it, but they always say the same phrase. "You play too much video games," but I never listened. But one day, I played PvC heroes, but I didn't use NightmareCap this time, but a different plant hero. That night, when I went to bed, I didn't have a NightmareCap nightmare. I only had that nightmare every time I used NightmareCap, so I knew it wasn't a coincidence. Something was going on. The next night, I used NightmareCap to play some online matches. I was home alone at that time, so I was a bit scared, but curious at the same time. I used NightmareCap and won many online matches as usual. As I won some matches, I noticed NightmareCap wasn't standing in his original pose anymore when I was editing my decks. He was standing in a pose that wasn't coded in the game. He was grinning as his eyes were slightly red, and it was really creepy, almost as if he was staring at me. Staring at my soul. I wanted to stop playing, but text in NightmareCap's description changed into, "Look up from your screen." I slowly looked up, and it was NightmareCap! He looked at me with black soulless eyes and an unnerving grin. He pointed a katana at my face and said, "Unleash the shadow." I think he wanted me to play, so I did. I had to, as I didn't want to find out what would happen to me if I didn't. It's pretty obvious why he pointed a bloodstained tipped katana 4 inches in front of my face. With every match I won, made the NightmareCap in-game grow more distorted and making actions that weren't coded in the game, but by something far more sinister. I was sweating and my heart was pounding. I was held hostage by NightmareCap to play Plants vs Zombies heroes just to unleash the shadow. I had no idea how long I was playing for, but I know I've been playing many matches. I started up another match as NightmareCap, who had deep wounds all over his body and completely shredded from head to toe with black liquid all over him, was on my screen. As usual, I was gonna win the match, but to win, I had to play his signature move and the only card that I had left, Mush Boom. My heart sank. The description read, "Set me free." The ability read, "Unleash the shadow." I looked up at NightmareCap and back down at my iPad. What choice did I have? I used it, but it made my iPad fuzz with purple flashes and static followed by a horrifying demonic scream. After that happened, the usual kaboom screen played and the victory screen showed up. I then looked up at NightmareCap, who put his katana away and said, "Sweet dreams. I'll be in your dreams, your mind, forever." What have I done? I was tricked by a video game character? No, a demon. Every night now when I go to bed, he's always there in the darkness of my room, staring at me, preventing me to go to sleep. He's staring into my soul. If I'm lucky, I can have at least about 2 to 3 hours of sleep, but even then, my sleep is being overtaken by his deadly wrath, his nightmare. It's been over for a month now, and I can't sleep at all. Please, someone help me. Help me get out of this. or I think I should help myself.